Hi again folks, and welcome back to Meaningful Money. Okay, I'm still here at St Loy Beach, Cove Beach, rocky thing. Flat calm sea behind, I'm sure you can see that. Okay, we're moving on to pensions now, so this is next sort of big subject, really. Initially at least, and still talking about wrappers, because that's really all a pension is. People, I think, tend to overcomplicate pensions, and there's good reasons for that, I suppose, but essentially a pension is just something you save up in for your retirement. Now, right at the beginning, it's worth just saying that retirement is a funny kind of word, means different things to different people. If you go back and check out episode 9, you'll see what I think about retirement. But essentially, it's the point at which you want to start drawing from your savings instead of adding to your savings. Okay, whether or not you stop work is largely irrelevant. So a pension is just something you save up in for retirement. Now, I think there's probably some basic things we need to put in place first, which apply to all pensions. But as ever, I will then sort of dissect pensions a lot more and talk about sort of the different types and things like that. But 4 things initially about pensions which make them distinct from other kinds of savings plans and wrappers. The first thing is something called tax relief, and what that means is when you pay into a pension, the government gives you money. It really is that simple. The government wants to encourage people to save for their own retirement so that you're not dependent on the state when you get to 65 currently, soon to increase that age. So the main incentive they give you is tax relief. I'll explain what that means probably next time, but it essentially, for the purposes of this, is free money. When you put money into a pension, the government will add to it. The second thing which distinguishes pensions from other wrappers is tax-efficient growth. In fact, they grow very similar to an ISA, and I'll come back to that as well. But the money that you're putting into your pension over time, it grows largely free of any taxes. So that's, it's sounding pretty good so far. You get free money from the government and the pension grows free of tax. What's the downside? Well, there's 2 sort of quid pro quos, if you like. The first one is that a pension is locked away until age 55, and it may be that that age will change in due course. Population is getting older, and which means that people's savings, when they begin to draw off them, have to last longer on average. So currently, pension funds are locked up until age 55. You can get at them at that point. But the second sort of downside, if you like, is that those funds must be used to buy an income. There are some caveats to that, as ever, but that's essentially it at this stage. You can't just take all that pot out and blow it on a cruise or something. So 4 things: tax relief, you get free money from the government; tax efficient growth, but the money's locked up until at least age 55, and it must be used to buy an income, or at least most of that fund must be. I'll come into all these things in the next few videos and put some detail to them. There is a distinction between personal pensions and company pensions, and I'll go into all that as well, but that's just an introduction to how pensions work, and next time we'll start to look at personal pensions, things like stakeholders and SIPs and things like that. So thanks for watching, and goodbye from St Loy Cove.